Another version, and I was like, that's already screwed up. So let me just get to the apologies with Aggressive Defiance right up front and Sticker Chick, who were, and her people doing some interesting look at DOA and Dedant. But I do cover more than true crime or Scientology x Scientology, so please give those videos a chance. But now let us get to the main Nora thing. But I do want to give a big shout out to AD, who's supporting Rebecca and her channel. So please give those people a chance. Okay, so I did a part one reacting partially to, I don't even know what to term it. So basically, Nora's channel has come under attack and scrutiny for causing a lot of controversies. So what's the good side and the bad side? Well, I can't say much about the good side because she got rid of it. So to me, her best video was this kind of free speech video, which, being typical Nora, she suppressed when it no longer suited her needs. And that's just Nora in a nutshell. She will play woke, feminist, fat pig lesbian, Smith-Levin, defender, hater. I love Scientology, I hate Scientology, depending on the time of day. She is just a flip-flopping maniac. Just what she is. So she's always putting on a new Halloween costume. But recently she got really into a difficult R-word crisis. And now it's degenerating into a PDF DV crisis with her friend Lindsay. And it's hard to even say what Lindsay's up to. It used to be recovery addiction. Now it's sort of MAGA, sort of woke, sort of predators are bad, predators are good. That's where they are. So how does she answer all these inconsistencies? So she took about a week off and has come back with, and I'm shaking my head. You have to summarize, and I'll say, I have to do another video commentary because it might sound like too stupid. You're like, really? That was what it led up to? Yes, I kid you not. That is where, that was the coda. So 50 years of a pretty evil life, helping cults, creating new cults, being a lifelong fascist, and it leads to, that's it? Yeah, it sounds like I'm making fun of her. I'm like, I kid you not. That is where, but I'm not going to do that with this one. I'll try to take her seriously. So what was Serious Nora saying? Well, apparently she was saying that black people deserve the monies. Give them the monies, white man. Okay, and telephones. Guys, we have telephonos and fax machines. Okay. Where are we going with this? Well, I guess the main theme was, I've learned to love myself. Thanks. That's 50 years. I have concluded I'm going to love myself. Give me the monies. Give the black man the monies, too. I'll probably be dead, so, it won't come out of my paycheck. So, I'm Nora. Oh, my Lord. But again, I'm trying to frame the way she might perceive it. So she's taken the criticism that she's a hateful bigot, a moron, liar, and grifter and said, I recognize that my truth-telling Africa truth might have been done better. There you go. So going forward, she's going to be nicer. So it'll be a gentler, nicer CIA or OSA or NOSA or whatever the thing is. But that's her take of it. I reflected on, I could have done it better. But everything I said was truths, even though it was full of lies. Because, that's Nora. So that's about it. I learned, I love me. Wow, that's very profound, Nora. Because, when you were scoffing down the pizza, I guess the dog, Toby, was eating the pizza. No, it was me, guys. I need more money to put more pizzas in my mouth. And the $2,000 drone. I still need that, guys. If you could give me that right now, that would be good. Yes, well, children in Africa are starving. Nora needs the $2,000 drone. Because, let me get to it. She's fighting Trump. Because I already did this with January. And I was a little bit too nice. So I was able to go back and listen more closely. So her argument is this. I, as a witness, have special powers and privileges. So she saw January 6th through television, or I guess through her phone, or the online, the YouTube. Therefore, She learned something, and I will impart that wisdom to the next generation. Nora, you weren't there. If you say, I was a witness of January 6th. Wow, it's like, wow, you were in the Capitol? No. Then you're not a witness, moron. Oh, my Lord. This is like, I cannot get... Like, what are people who like Nora... Please tell me, what am I missing? Just tell me. Like, I have gone through hundreds of hours of this garbage. She's amazing. Like, she does this all the time. Oh, was I actually there in D.C.? No. But I saw it on YouTubes. I'm a witness to histories. Oh, my God. And apparently... It was her Kantian, Copernican, Aristotelian. I know! God, it changed everything! Okay. Oh, boy. So I guess before January 6th, I was doing some bad things, guys. But I was a witness that day. And, whoa, I changed. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, to be fair to Nora, this is unfortunately, and, I gotta say, the gender analysis, it's become, like, alarmingly normal for these ex-Scientology women to just lie. Lie about everything. Lie about their lives, lie about other people, lie about Scientology. Just lying that's second skin to them. Like, every other sentence is a lie. In fact, even in this video, I may get that wrong. Somebody fact check me. Everything I said was truthful and factual, but somebody can fact check me. Yeah. But it's funny to me that there's a lot of Freudian confessions, because she's like, at least the last 6 days, there was a lot of crying and shaming and sleeping and blah, 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 blah. Now, again, I'm not going to pretend I've never done shameful things in my life. I have. Some of them are deeply shameful, but a lot of them are like, yeah, it's shameful, but, whatever. I mean, whatever. Life is life. It is always they're innocent, the others are guilty. But when they're guilty, guys, I reflected on me and I needed to love myself more. Again, I usually never talk about people's appearances, but this fat, ugly, fat hog keeps stuffing her mouth full of food. I need to love myself more. And I'm not saying, like, Nora looked like a supermodel. Far from it. I mean, the woman's just not very beautiful. She's not very pretty. It is what it is. I'm not going to brag, but I'm somewhere at least in the medium range of handsomeness. Whereas Nora's just, she drew the short end of the stick. She's not very beautiful. So it was never going to be a life of Charlize Theron or Gal Gadot or, Nicole Kidman. You go through the list. Halle Berry. That was not going to happen. She's not a Hollywood beauty. There you go. Life gives you lemons. You try to do the best you can with it. But no, this fat hog monster keeps stuffing her mouth full of food. I don't understand. Where's my $1 billion Hollywood? Oh, Nora! And keeps pointing her fat, ugly Greek nose, like, up close to the camera. It's like, I don't understand. Why don't people like me? Nora, if you make fun of Aaron's appearance, because, boy, this woman goes crazy attacking men. And again, I'm not super sensitive about I'm really not. If she wants to make fun of men, if that's her thing, that's her. She gets her lesbian jollies. I really don't care. I really don't care. Women can make fun of men. I recognize men have, to put them out, many flaws. But really, this woman loves to go on about, Aaron, you're so fat and ugly. You're stupid. You look ugly. I hate you. You're ugly. You're fat. Oh, you look like, look at you. What's wrong with your face? And Eric Rader. You go through the list. But when she has to experience this, my misogyny. What are they doing? They're doing what you did to them. And she just it just happens every couple of months. Oh, guys, I'm reflecting and I need to eat more and love myself more. I need to put more food in my mouth. And she just becomes a bigger, fatter, a more ugly blob. And I'm having a lot of health problems. And I understand. She clearly is traumatized. I'm traumatized too. And you recognize, well, maybe you're doing this because of that. Okay. Then you try to stop and reassess. Like Nora keeps saying she reassesses, but she never does. She uses all these words, trauma, recovery. I don't think she knows what they mean. And that's been her whole life. She's just been a lifelong fraud. And now all these things are catching up to her, literally. And it's probably going to be lethal. I know people keep getting angry with it. Guys, whether you like it or not, DOA, who is, to put it mildly, not a healthy guy, he's also a bit of a fat boy. No doubt about it. But anyone with a brain is like, yeah, that guy's going to be around at least maybe 10, 12 years. Though the way he's eating, probably not that much longer. But, yeah, I mean, do I think Aaron is going to outlive Nora? Yeah, by a lot. And he's not eating healthy, too. And he takes, to put it mildly, questionable controlled substances into his bodicus, as does Toddy One Skip. I don't want these evil people to continue existing, but, you know, biology being biology, I mean, Toddy One Skip probably has, at least 5 more years. It'll be a miracle if Nora's around for 5 more years. Likely she's going to get a heart attack in 3 to 4 years. If you look at statistics, study biology. And to me, it's just insane that these women, these fat, ugly, white, privileged women, overwhelmingly all white, are weeping and crying about African knowledge and theology. They don't know anything about these subjects. Feminism, theology, they just keep babbling and babbling and babbling. What are they going to say? Like, really, what did Nora, what's 55 years of insanity? What did she produce? Women, you need to eat more and love yourself more. I don't think fat, privileged, overweight women who are mentally deranged need to eat more food. I think they've consumed enough of the earth's resources. And if that's all you bring to the table, eat more, fat, ugly, evil white women's with your white privilege? What kind of woke activism is this? At least the woke activists, a lot of them are stupid and wrong. It's like, okay, they want to do this. Okay, fine. Eating more food and asking for more money to eat more food and for a $2,000 drone is not a life worth living. I had to disappoint you, Nora, but most people hate you because they see you for what you are. You're a fraud. And you're doing every couple months, I'm here to cry on camera now, like Aaron, isn't going to work. And the reason Aaron has a bigger audience is because at least people, yeah, he's just a clown. You know, but when you're like a fake clown, people get annoyed. People do. They're like, what is it? Well, she's a clown, but she's going to pretend not to be a clown. Was she a clown or not a clown? She's a clown, but she doesn't like saying she's a clown. Okay, that phoniness is going to be seen through. So you can still build up your little weirdo female cult, all you please. Even many women clearly are ignoring you. It's not like people are not aware. It's like, oh yeah, there's this weirdo psycho lesbian keeps babbling about Hubbard and Aaron Smith-Levin. People know who you are, Nora. Like, yeah, Lily knows you exist. She doesn't care. She's ignoring you. Oh, it's the misogyny. No, it's like, that's what you are. You're just a fat hog fascist who's an idiot. It's not like I'm not doing some brilliant, brutal takedown. That's what you are. And it's like, after 1 week of reassessment, it's like, we're back to where we were. But I was like, I'm going to add a few more tiers and more food items. Okay. Maybe could you do something else? Maybe actually read a book and actually try to understand it instead of just garbling a few phrases? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. But there you go. If you wanted the short story, what is this video about? It's what every other video is about. I'm learning to love myself, guys. Because when you think about it, I'm really important. To who? To what? To my female cultist. Exactly. Exactly.